Secretary Clinton, Secretary Gates, Admiral Mullen. Welcome. Then Secretary Clinton, then Admiral Mullen. Secretary Gates, welcome.
Failure in Afghanistan would mean a Taliban takeover of much, if not most, of the country, and likely a renewed civil war.
Mr. Chairman, Senator McCain, distinguished members of this committee, thank you for your time today. We believe the insurgency has achieved a dominant influence in 11 of Afghanistan's 34 provinces. To say that there is no serious threat of Afghanistan falling once again into Taliban hands ignores the audacity of even the insurgency's most public statements.
That partnering is vital to success in Afghanistan, for the Afghans, and for us. Well, it seems to me that the large influx of U.S. combat troops will put more U.S. Marines on street corners in Afghan villages with too few Afghan partners alongside them.
Very likely that casualties will go up during the course of this troop increase. I support the President's decision, and I think it deserves the support of all Americans, both Republicans and Democrats. While I do not support what I don't support, and what concerns me greatly, is the President's decision to set an arbitrary date to begin withdrawing U.S. forces from Afghanistan. A date for withdrawal sends exactly the wrong message to both our friends and our enemies in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and the entire region, all of whom currently doubt whether America is committed to winning this war.
Because the 5,000 from NATO, by the way, we should not be counting those numbers. And if we send the signal that we're out by a certain date, they're going to sit around and wait for us to leave, and that and it actually goes precisely against the strategy of trying to shore up Karzai, President Karzai in Afghanistan, and giving the Pakistanis confidence, because we're telling them that if they don't shape up, we're out of there. Well, we just told them we're out of there, and so they don't really have as much of an incentive to shape up.
Afghan partners have also come different roads to get to where we are tonight. President Obama gave a speech this morning, our time. And with that speech, it was the culmination of a number of events, and I think it changed the situation here. But I think it was the culmination of a number of things that have changed the situation here. And that's the reason I want to explain how I see that right now. It's also going to be very sensitive as we go forward, because the eyes of the world are on Afghanistan. The eyes of the world are on you and the people that work for you. People are going to watch and measure everything you say and do. So I'd ask you to put yourself in that position and act with the maturity and the discipline that has characterized all your actions to date. Did? Oh no, I got somebody. We are going to focus with additional forces in the South. The South is going to be the main effort. I believe that by next summer, the uplift of new forces will make a difference on the ground significantly. I believe that by this time next year, we'll see a level of progress that will convince us that we can clearly articulate the progress and predict the effectiveness of our operations. And I believe that by the summer of 2011, that will be obvious to all the players involved. To the Taliban, to the insurgents, I think it'll be obvious to the Afghan National Security Forces, it'll be obvious to us, and it will be obvious to the Afghan people in all of those areas. And that's the critical point.
When it comes to level of ambition, you reach a level of ANSF capability within a relatively short timeline.
Okay. Carry on, guys. Yeah, it would. Absolutely.